Okay.
Posting that on his website so we can.
Oh man, guys, I'm gonna be a celebrity. I'm gonna be so famous for being good at math. Okay. I'm recording myself. Hey, for you. I'm doing it for you.
Do you have some more sheets here?
Do I have more sheets?
I'm gonna love the first part of this video.
You guys are already ruining my video. If I don't become famous, it's because of you,
Are
obviously.
you gonna record for the entire class?
No, just the good stuff. Just the good stuff. And I'm gonna edit out you talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to hear your. Just kidding. Okay, so let's do cones. Okay, we got cones today, and we're gonna do pyramids today.
Sounds good, man. Sounds like it's a cone.
Okay, a cone looks like this. Okay, and it's got 3 dimensions that we need to know. 3. You guys are ruining my video. You guys are ruining my video. Okay, well, I'm going to keep talking even though you're ruining my video. Okay, so I've got radius. I've got the height from the middle to the top, and that makes a right angle with my side. Okay? Now, I can use Pythagorean theorems to determine the side there by just doing r squared plus h squared is equal to s squared. And then s is equal to the square root of r squared plus h squared, all in the square root side. Okay? What? So I have a formula. So the area, the total area of this bad boy is going to be the area of the base, which we know is area of the base, pi r squared, plus the area of the side, which is, what is it? It is pi rs. Pi rs. So we know area of the base is pi r squared plus pi rs. We can figure that out pretty easily. Area total. Yeah. 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 Okay. And the volume of my cone is then just 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. So, or I can write that as area of the base times the height divided by 3, which I can also write as area of the base times the height divided by 3. Okay? Area of the base, again, is pi r squared. We know that. So it's the area of the circle. That's the base. Pi r squared. So let's just do an example with numbers. Okay, so what if I said that the height of this cone is 10 centimeters and the radius of this cone is 5 centimeters. So I'll say, okay, well, and I say, what's the area and what's the volume? So I look at my area is area of my base plus area of my side. The side is just that. So it's pi r squared we know plus pi r s. I don't know s, so I have to use Pythagorean theorem to figure out s. So I know that s is equal to the square root of 5 squared plus 10 squared, which is the square root of 125. Okay, square root of 125 is 11.18. I'm going to keep it to 2 decimals, 18 centimeters. So that's that length. So then I put it in here, pi times r is 5 centimeters squared plus, go away, plus pi times 5 centimeters squared multiplied by, no squaries, times the side which we said was 11.18 centimeters. Now I recommend we do this first and then just add it to this. So let's figure out what pi times 5 squared is. It is pi times 5 squared, 78.54 centimeters squared. And then this becomes plus pi, I should put you guys on camera all the time, you're so quiet. Pi times 5 times 11.18. Okay, it's 175.62. Ah. 62 centimeters squared. Okay. So this becomes plus 78.54 is 254.16 centimeters squared. That is my total area. Thanks. I do it for the kids. I do it for the children. Okay. Okay. And volume is equal to, we said, 1 over 30 area of the base times the height. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So that's easy. We know the area of the base is pi r squared times height divided by 3. Just plug in what we know. Pi times r is 5 squared. Height is 10. All divided by 3. So I'll do the top first. Pi times 5 squared times 10 is 785.3.40 centimeters cubed divided by 3. So divide that by 3. And I get volume is equal to 261.8 centimeters cubed. We can do this. We did it. We did it, guys. Okay. Now let's do pyramid quickly. Pyramid is very much the same, and we're going to use Pythagorean theorem again for pyramid. So, if you guys like what you see, you can go watch it. You can go replay it later. Like what you see. Okay, so let's pyramid, and then we'll do some more complicated stuff together for fun after this. Okay, pyramid looks like a square pyramid. Boom, 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 boom. Something like that. Okay, and it's the same thing as so we have 4 triangles. It's the same thing. We have our side length down to here. That's S. We have our height, which goes down to here. And then we have half. It's going to be half the base is going to be this distance. So we'll just call it base. What should we call that? We'll call that capital B instead of small b. So this is small b, and this is capital B, the whole base. This is half the base. And this is a right angle. This is height, okay? So, 2 formulas. First we'll do area. And the total area is going to be the area of each triangle, so 4 triangles, and then plus the area of the square at the bottom, which is just b times b. So it's going to be 4 times the area of the triangle, so 4 times the area of the triangle, plus area of the base. So what's the area of the triangle, you ask? It is 1/2 base times height, where this is going to be the base, and then this side length is going to be the height. So it's actually b times s, 1/2 bs. And then if we multiply 1/2 by 4, this becomes 2. So in here it's going to be, well, we'll do that after. Area of the base then is just big B squared. So in our formulas, the total area is 2bs plus b squared. But actually it's going to be capital B, because we're talking about the whole base there. We need this whole base here. Okay, so say I told you, okay, the side length of this triangle is 12 centimeters, and the base is 5 centimeters. Then that's all we need. We don't even need to know the height to figure out the area. So we can do the total area for this guy. Total area for this guy is 2 times 5 centimeters times the side, which is 12 centimeters, plus 5 centimeters squared. And so I break it up into the two different calculations because you guys seem to make mistakes when you don't. So do this, 2 times 5 times 12 is 120 centimeters squared plus 25 centimeters squared, which gives me a total of 145 centimeters squared for the total area. Area is more difficult than the volume. There's more. The volume is just the area of the base, which is the squared, times the height, times this, divided by 3. So let's do that. I'm going to erase again. So, volume is of our pyramid, square pyramid, is 1 over 3, area of the base times the height, which is area of the base times height divided by 3. Area of the base is just b squared, so it's just 5 squared. This squared, which is 25 centimeters squared. That's just the area of my base. This is my base. And then the height is this guy. The height is the thing in the middle. So volume of the pyramid is 25 centimeters squared times, let's say the height is 10.91, we'll say. I use 10.91. And then all that divided by 3 is 90.9. The volume of this pyramid is 90.9 centimeters cubed. How did I get this height? I used the reverse Pythagorean. So I know that the b squared plus h squared is equal to side squared. So to get the height squared, I subtract out b squared from each side. So height squared is equal to side squared minus this squared. And then I take the square root of each side. So height is equal to the square root of s squared minus b squared. We'll talk about that more. And that turned out to be 10.91. Okay, I'm done video recording. Let's have some